We were left a £22 billion black hole for this year in the public finances. Those are numbers, and that was spending covered up by the previous Conservative government, who during the election campaign made more unfunded commitments. We cannot carry on like this. And so it's not a decision I wanted to make, but it was a decision that I had to make in incredibly challenging circumstances to put our public finances on a firm footing. I would never take risks in the way that Conservatives did with our economic stability and our financial stability, because when you take risks with a country's financial stability, you go the same way that the previous Conservative government did, putting huge pressure on family finances with interest rates and mortgage rates spiking and putting pensions in peril. I won't take those risks. That required difficult decisions. There are more difficult decisions to come in the budget later this year because of the mess that the previous Conservative government have left this Labour government to pick up the pieces of.
So let's go on to the theme of what you've just been discussing about the more difficult decisions that are coming down the track. The problem is here that the UK's economy was the fastest growing in the G7 earlier this year. You are pretending to the public, are you not, that things are worse than they are so that you can raise taxes?
The UK economy is just emerging from the recession that we entered into last year, and 2 quarters of positive economic growth is not going to reverse more than a decade of economic stagnation. Much work is needed to rebuild the foundations of our economy so we can rebuild Britain and make working people better off. And that is why growing our economy is absolutely essential. And that's why I'm here today at the Technology and Manufacturing Research Centre here in Glasgow, looking at the big opportunities to grow our economy in areas of advanced manufacturing, in shipbuilding, in green technologies and industries of the future, in space and satellites. There is huge opportunity to grow the UK economy, including here in Scotland, and that's why growth is the #1 mission of this new government, because unless we grow the economy, we're going to continue to be in a situation where taxes are at too high a level and public spending is not sustainable. We've got to break out of this doom loop, which is why growing the economy is the #1 priority of this new government.
We're very tight on questions here, so let me just ask you very directly, can you rule out raising inheritance tax and raising capital gains in the budget? Can you rule that out, Chancellor? I'm
not going to write a budget 2 months ahead of delivering it. We're going to have to make difficult decisions in a range of areas. On spending, on welfare and tax, we're going to have to make a series of difficult decisions, but I'll set out that detail in the right and proper way on the 30th of October at that budget.
So you can't rule it out?
I'll set out the budget on the 30th of October.